Hey guys, this is going to be my 4-week bump date. Today is Saturday, November the 12th, and today I am exactly 4 weeks. The reason why it's not getting uploaded sooner is because I want to be able to tell my family first that I'm pregnant before I put it on YouTube. I'm not sure about the setting. I'll probably be kind of experimenting with the settings of these. But let's just get started. So, like I said, today's 4 weeks for me. I found out that I was pregnant at 3 weeks and 4 days. My due date will be July 22nd, unless the doctor tells me something different, and I'll update you guys. So right now, baby is the size of a poppy seed. And I don't even know if you're going to be able to see it, it's so tiny. But right there, in between my fingers, and I think it just fell. But yeah, teeny tiny, basically, there it is. Right there on my finger. That's what size the baby is right now. And that's from crown to rump, and it's basically 0.05 inches, right around there. Baby has graduated from a blastocyte to an embryo. The embryo has 3 layers. The middle layer is called the mesoderm, which later develops into bones, muscles, kidneys, and sex organs. The endoderm is the inner layer, which will develop into the digestive system, liver, lungs. The ectoderm is the outer layer, and it develops into the nervous system, the hair, the skin, and the eyes. The amniotic sac is forming, so a lot of stuff is going on. It's turned from basically just a thing of cells to it's actually developing into a human now, which is just crazy. It's so early, and I don't know, it's exciting too. And if you see me looking down, I'll turn pages here recently. I'm kind of trying to figure out how I want to format this, and basically just trying to make sure I remember certain things. As far as symptoms, first symptoms that I had was before I even knew I was pregnant, and the only thing that I had was that I had a lot of cervical mucus, and it was very wet and watery, and it was white. It almost looked like skim milk. When I would check, it would look like skim milk. So I was like, this is really weird. I've never seen anything like this, because normally it will dry up after ovulation. So I didn't know it at the time, but that was my first sign. Other symptoms, I'm going to mention some commonly, or some common early pregnancy symptoms, which I have not had really, almost any of them I've not had. So, implantation bleeding, I have not had. Moodiness, I have not had. Have not had any bloating. Mild cramping, I don't know that I've really had cramping. I've had like tiny sharp pains around my uterus, and it just kind of feels like someone pricking me every now and then, and it doesn't last, it goes away. And then also, I guess just muscle soreness and kind of like a pressure right around that area. So it almost felt like I had done a bunch of crunches, and just the muscles were just weak and sore and tired. So that's the best I can explain it as far as, feelings. I have not had sore boobs. I have not had nausea. Tiredness, I think I've had a lot of, I've made a lot of changes personally, so I don't know if that's from the personal changes I've made, but There's been a few times it's been really weird. I'll just get really super tired and I'll lay down and take a nap for like 10 minutes and then I'll be fine. I'll be wide awake, no problem. And that's normally not how I am. If I sleep, I sleep. So I think that's probably going to be a symptom, is tiredness. Of course, the first day I found out, I slept like 2 hours or something because I just had an adrenaline high. I could not go to sleep, and once I finally went to sleep, I woke up at 4:30 and I made myself stay in bed till 5:30 so that I could take the pregnancy test. And yeah, my appointment for blood work wasn't even till 7:15 that morning, so that's probably the longest time I've had to wait for an early morning appointment. Frequent urination. No, I've not had that. In fact, I've had the opposite of that. I've been having, like, when I go, it's not like a little bit or it doesn't hurt. It's just like, I'm almost having to remind myself, hey, you should probably pee. So I don't know why. It's been like, I don't know, it's just been weird. And the same with hunger. I have not felt hungry, but I haven't felt unhungry. So it's not like when I eat I get sick. I just haven't felt hunger. And I just have been trying to eat more balanced, like throughout the day, healthier, you know, just stuff like that. Possibly pregnancy brain, but most likely not. It's probably just because the only time I experienced it was the day that I only got 2 hours of sleep the night before. So most likely that was just lack of sleep getting to my brain. But when I went to sign into the doctor's appointment, I was like, oh gosh, what day is it? And she was like, the 10th. And I was like, okay. So I went to sign in on the 10th, and I was like, I drew another blank. I was like, okay, I know it's November, but what's the number for November? And she was just like, 11, 10, 16. I was like, oh, thanks. Felt kind of dumb, but whatever. My sense of smell has definitely increased, but it's not been annoying. It's been pleasant. Like, the bad smells don't make me sick, and the good smells are just amazing, and I don't know, it's just really nice. My sense of taste has also increased, which has also been great because it's like, it's not like bad stuff tasting worse, it's good stuff tasting better, so that's been really exciting. That so far as my symptoms go, it's making everything better, so yay for that. I'm sure it won't last for long. I am a little bit nervous. I think I would like to have some bad symptoms because it would make me feel more confident that everything was okay. I think that's my biggest stress right now, is worrying that that this pregnancy is not going to last. It's just, it took me so long to get here, and I'm just so worried about it. But anyways, as far as weight goes, I've actually lost 1 pound since my pre-pregnancy weight. And I didn't measure before I found out I was pregnant, so my measurements are all going to start based on today. Around my belly, like just straight around with the belly button, it was 31. And then bust was 38. So I feel like that's actually grown. But like I said, I didn't measure before, so I don't really know. But like I said, no other changes, no soreness or anything like that. So I don't know. That's why it's good, I guess, to keep record. I've had 1 doctor's appointment so far, and it was just blood work. I think I told you in a previous video, but the HCG was around 53, and the progesterone was around 33, which she said was great. So that made me feel really good. And so I'll go back in 2 days on Monday morning to get the blood drawn again to make sure the HCG is rising and doubling like it should, and to make sure that the progesterone is still good. And I guess at that appointment, after that appointment, they'll call me with the results and then set up whatever's next. As far as how I'm feeling and what I'm doing, feeling for the most part just very excited and just shocked, and I don't know, I still can't believe it. I think about it, I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm pregnant. I'm growing a baby. I don't know, it's mind-blowing to think about. But yeah, so mainly excitement and just joy and happiness. There's been a little bit of anxiety. Like I said, I'm so worried about this not lasting. But I try to just push that out of my mind. There's no reason for me to think that. Everything is looking great so far. I haven't had any kind of bleeding or spotting or really any pains or bad signs. So, and the other thing, which has just been a few times, I'll be like, oh my gosh, what have I done? I'm gonna have a baby. I'm not ready to have a baby. But in the back of my mind, I know I am. I've been ready. And it's just, now that it's actually here, there's just so much more to think about. Which brings me to what I've been doing, which is basically looking online. I'm trying to take things slow and just enjoy every moment of this. I've ordered a bunch of pregnancy journals so that I can start just documenting every little thing, because I just want to enjoy this. I want to remember everything. I want to document all of this whole experience because, you know, it took me so long to get here, and it's been such an important part of my life for so long. But I think that is it. I will go ahead and I will be doing the belly pictures, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. Oh, and I found a site that I was interested in. It's called Birth Without Fear. If y'all know anything else about it, let me know. But that's another thing. I'm looking for sites as far as like birth stories and birth videos, just stuff to prepare me. I want to make sure I'm really prepared. And that's another thing I've been doing, just like looking at birth plans, looking at things that I'll need, looking at, just so that I can start doing a little bit at a time. But anyways, this is getting long, so I'm going to show you my belly and then cut it. And so this is from the front and from the side. From the front and from the side. So I've got a little bit of a pooch, but that's always been there. That's nothing pregnancy related. And I actually feel like I've kind of slimmed down this week. So like I said, I lost a pound already, so that was kind of odd to me. But I will see you guys. Well, you might be getting 4 and 5 on the same day, but I'll see you guys in my 5-week bump date. And thumbs up, subscribe down below, and leave a comment down below. And I'll talk to you guys later.